it's about food in France and food sustainability is the message they were shouting as security swooped in to block off the painting.
Yeah, and that's doing nothing but harming their platform. I think it turns everybody against them.
They really don't care about the platform. They're just weak-minded robots that have been programmed by some evildoer.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just little drones.
Yeah.
But still, they should all be tased.
Sure.
Or sprayed with pellet guns or some of those paintball guns that have not tear gas, but something that would irritate the skin.
Yeah, hot soup.
Yeah. Make them just break out in blisters or something.
Yeah, I'm surprised security doesn't step in when they're entering the museum. They're like, "Hey, what are you going to do with all that soup you're bringing in?"
Yeah, how do they get that in?
We can't let you in here with that. Why? I'm just going to have some soup while I walk around this museum. We don't believe you.
Why are you all wearing the same T-shirt?
Yeah, weird. Something is up here. Joni Mitchell is going to make her Grammy performance debut at the Grammys on Sunday. She has, I don't believe, ever performed at an award show. She's 80 years old, and she's nominated for another Grammy. I saw her like 2 years ago come out of retirement or whatever, and she was sitting down to perform. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a Joni Mitchell person. I couldn't tell you any of her songs, but I know an 80-year-old performing. That could go either way.
I bet it won't be any worse than a 20-something-year-old Joni Mitchell was.
Is that right?
No, it's awful.
It's the same thing.
Pretty bad.
Crap, yeah.
Okay. She got nominated for another Grammy for Best Folklore Album, I think.
Of course she did.
So we'll see how that all goes down. And the Grammys are kind of taking second fiddle to the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is happening on February 11th. And, you know, it was a big football day yesterday. Taylor Swift appearing on camera a lot. Detroit Lions fans devastated once again. Eminem was in the crowd looking very upset. But who knows? I mean, Eminem kind of always looks like
upset,
that.
yeah.
Never seen the guy smile, but he did. He looked youthful, I'll say that. And a lot of people are saying he's using a hair dye on his eyebrows. So
his eyebrows, his beard, his head.
Yeah, he's very youthful looking.
I think he may have even colored the arm hair.
I will be curious to see. The Grammys happen at the exact same time as the first NASCAR race here, the Busch Clash, which happens at the Los Angeles Coliseum.
Really?
Yeah, so I'll just be curious to see, you know.
Which one does more viewers?
Grammys will do more viewers, but not by a lot more, I don't think.
I don't know. They've got that ratings juggernaut known as Trevor Noah
as the
host. I think he's the host, yes.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Woo! And Joni Mitchell. I mean, it's star-studded. And then if you're going to watch the Super Bowl on February 11th, you got Usher doing the halftime performance, Reba McEntire performing the national anthem, and Post Malone doing America the Beautiful. So we'll see how that all turns out. There is a list of the best sitcoms of all time, and a few surprises on the list that you may not agree with. I'll give you the entire list coming up next.
Don't miss the Extra Funny podcast coming up at 9 a.m. Eastern. Live on the Ace and TJ Family app or download anytime wherever you get podcasts. More Ace and TJ coming up.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
All guests of the Ace and TJ show stay at the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. Beautiful rooms, incredible dining options. Book your room by calling 980-299-7123. It's the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group. Attention Charlotte, treat yourself to a delicious meal that's made with fresh, seasonal ingredients and ready in just 20 minutes. Enjoy a fine dining experience without ever leaving your home. Head over to tableandtwine.com.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
From the Calitrin Studios, Calitrin is the safe and effective way to lose weight. Find out more about Calitrin at acetj.com/weight loss. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Ace TJ Prime, that's the way to play Ace TJ Rewards and win great prizes while doing it. Meaningful prizes, not just junk.
Yeah.
Stuff that you're really going to love. And the way to play Ace TJ Rewards is on the new Ace and TJ Family app. So go get the app, acetj.com/app. Get signed up for Prime so you can play Prime Rewards. So many great things happening over there. They put together a list of the not what they call the best sitcoms of all time, the most important television sitcoms of all time. They said because they've either influenced a generation's culture or because they permanently influenced the art of television. Here's the list, the top 7. The Office at number 7, Friends, Seinfeld, Married with Children, MASH, I Love Lucy, and can you guess the number 1, the most important sitcom of all time?
All in the Family.
All in the Family.
No.
Really?
Fresh
The
Prince.
Simpsons.
Oh, what?
Fresh Prince, so you said.
The Simpsons?
That's what it says.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't.
All in the Family's on the list. It's in the top 10. It just wasn't in the top 7.
Yeah.
But The Simpsons isn't a sitcom, is it?
It's a situational comedy. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
it
guess it
is.
is. It happens to be a cartoon. Cheers, All in the Family, and The Golden Girls rounded out the top 10.
Yeah.
So nothing really new other than, I guess, The Office is the newest one on there, but those are the most important television sitcoms. I've only seen a handful of those. I've tried watching Friends, just didn't think it was that funny. Like, I
Yeah.
didn't crack a smile.
I don't like it as an old person.
It just,
As a young person, I liked it, but when I go watch reruns now, I don't like it because I see all of the debauchery that it brought into our culture.
really?
Yeah,
That's why I watch it.
Well,
all of the shacking up and jumping from partner to partner and all of that kind of stuff.
But
yeah.
did that bring it into our culture, or was that just a reflection of the time? Were they just holding up a mirror to culture and saying, "This is who you are. Do you like what you see?"
No, Hollywood influences the culture. That's the that's the way Hellbound Hollywood was, and then they put it on a screen and normalize it, and then everybody else in the country says, "Oh, well, this is normal," when it's really not. It's Hollywood normal because they hate God. All of Hollywood hates God.
we were talking about Friends, now we're talking about hating God. But I think whenever I see The Simpsons get listed, I always go, they're like, renewed for a 46th season. I go, who still watches The Simpsons? I know that there must be a ton of people that are watching The Simpsons. I've tried it, not my thing. Just, I don't find it funny, and it's not my thing. But cartoons really aren't. So the question is, what is Ace and TJ's must not see TV? What do you think that everybody caught on to that just wasn't for you? What's the most overrated show of all time? And tell us why you think it's overrated.
Do we have to have seen the show?
I think, yeah, probably.
helps.
Okay.
Or at least seen a part of it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, no, maybe not. You might think it's overrated because of things you've heard. I don't know that you have to have seen it. If you've got a great opinion about it, I don't think it matters.
Yeah. What's that one y'all all love?
I knew you were about to say this.
What's that?
What is
Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones. Yeah, that's overrated, and so is Walking Dead
Why?
I can agree with Walking Dead.
because they look stupid.
Okay, well, that's not a good opinion. But if you have a good opinion about something that you haven't seen, I would love to hear. But y'all are dropping the hammer on some of the best shows in history.
Yeah, really are.
And the opinions are actually spectacular. So Ace and TJ's must not see TV, most overrated show of all time. We'll get your answers next.
Get Ace and TJ anytime, anywhere, at your convenience with the Ace and TJ Show podcast. Available wherever you get podcasts. More Ace and TJ is next.
Winter is here, which means you're just going to stay inside and not do anything fun and exciting, right? No, that is wrong, because this year you're going to go to acetj.com/Gaston and see all of the incredible things that you can do right now in Gaston County. Everything is laid out for you, from things to do, to restaurants, to bars, to shopping, to unique weekend activities. And we'll get you ready for the spring and the summer with a list of all their great festivals. Find all of this and much more at acetj.com/Gaston. When it comes to your money and things like a cash out refi, you hear a lot of stuff these days. Information is flying around, but here's the bottom line. You want someone you can trust. Well, here is someone that we trust. Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies. We worked with Richard for years, and you know all the ins and outs, and more importantly, you give everybody options.
That's right. We have a lot of options. You know, this one lady, we just refinanced her house, paid off all of her credit card debts. She even paid her car off. She's saving $1,000 a month. So that really changes her life and her, you know, her financial well-being.
Yeah.
And she didn't have to make a house payment until 2024. So, I mean, there's not a better time to do it is when you need the extra money every month.
They call it cash out, is what we call it in the business.
Cash out.
Cash out.
That's right. Cash out.
So it's one free 5-minute phone call right now, 704-800-4719, 704-800-4719, or go to homewithrichard.com. Do it today. You'll be so glad you did. The Richard Toccato Companies. Should you buy? Should you sell? How do I present my house if I do want to sell it? All of those questions can be answered by the experts, and they can take care of you with the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team knows everything there is to know about selling, marketing, and buying houses. So get in touch with them today at acetj.com/Temple team. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
Bradham Brothers offers heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust. Their family business has served thousands of customers with honesty and a smile for over 50 years. Go to bradhambrothers.com to schedule service or a free estimate today. New year, new you. Kickstart your journey to a healthier lifestyle by joining the Gaston County Family YMCA today. Family-friendly fun, expert trainers, and a welcoming community await. Make 2024 your healthiest year yet. Visit GastonYMCA.org for more info.
If you're so frustrated because you're having to run around all the time, you're so busy, you feel like you're not getting your family something great to eat, then you need Culver's. It's the perfect thing for you. Always made to order, fresh, hot ingredients all day, every day.
And not only do they have the freshest ingredients all day, every day, but they are a part of the community. They're proud to be a part of the Indian Trail community where they're under new ownership. Belmont, University area, Salisbury. Make them a part of your daily routine. Make it your new neighborhood spot. Short waits for the freshest food in town. Get details at acetj.com/Culver's.
Share Funny is now a little bit extra. Don't miss the Extra Funny podcast, live every weekday on the Ace and TJ Family app or anytime wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
This is called Ace and TJ's Must Not See TV. What's the most overrated show of all time? And tell us why you think it's overrated. Is it Friends? Jeffrey said, I'm definitely not in the majority, but MASH. I grew up on it. It was when it was on network TV. Now, if I see it, I just change the channel. The actors were generally very good, as well as sets, but I just never got into it. I love satirical comedy, but not this show. Never seen MASH.
Oh, it's so good.
Now, but the interesting one, I think, it comes from a woman named Amanda. The most overrated show of all time to her, The Office. She says, maybe I just have a more sophisticated sense of humor, but I can't do it. My fiance watched his way through the whole series twice, but I found other things to do while he was watching. I read a book, did some housework, cleaned the house, did some crafting. The show is way overrated. Okay. And people are just vicious in the responses.
But a lot of people say The Office.
A bunch of people did. Yeah. A lot of people just saying it's just not as funny, but I have not heard. She was the only person to say that she just has a more sophisticated sense of humor.
Right.
Can we ban her?
You want to ban her?
I mean, and the fact that, is she a millennial? Because millennials, while other generations of people like The Office and find humor in it, millennials look at it as a guide to life. I mean, millennials are over the top in love with it, you know. But I'll tell you one, and I'm not scared to say it. I think I've said it many times. I think one of the most overrated shows in the history of television is The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah,
I can see that.
You said that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and why you just didn't find it funny?
It was goofy, and It just wasn't good.
Yeah.
Like that old Carlton character was stupid to me. That stupid dance. It's like, I guess my sense of humor is just too sophisticated for it.
Must be it.
That's what it was.
I'd have
Like when people goes, do the Carlton. I'm like, what? that S is not funny. Still not funny when he's doing it.
Christy said, Breaking Bad. I literally don't understand what the deal was with this series. Everyone talked about how great it was, so I broke down, finally started watching it. I kept thinking it'll get better after the next episode. I'm not a quitter, so I suffered through every single episode. Time wasted. But hey, if you're into that drug scene, I guess this series is for you.
Oh, you have to be into drugs.
Yeah, I guess so. That one's shocking to me.
Breaking Bad is a great show.
I used to think the same thing, but then after I got done with season 1, I was hooked.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you resisted it for a long time.
And you've got that whole well, everybody knows why Breaking Bad's great. I'm about to give you a dissertation on Walter White and how you're for him, then you're against him, then you're for him, and then
It's a great story.
just the way you fluctuate with who you like, who you don't like, what you hope happens, all that kind of stuff.
And Leah said, Downton Abbey. I tried to watch it, couldn't make it through one episode. It was just so boring. I get that one. It does look boring.
Yeah, I haven't watched a minute of it, but there's no way I would.
What's the one that was so huge that was on Netflix?
Bridgerton.
That's the one for me. I made it through 2 episodes and was like, this is terrible.
The Crown.
Yeah.
Crown's good. I love
Crown's phenomenal.
But everybody's got their opinions. Those are fun. I got a great way for you to get free food through any of the delivery apps. It's kind of shady, but I know a lot of you are going to eat this up. I'll tell you what it is coming up next.
Missed part of the show? Just download it. Get the Ace and TJ podcast on any platform. More of the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show is coming up.
It's a new year, which means new you. No, not if you've got nagging pain. That means we want old you before you had that pain. And it's possible without surgery, without medication, without downtime. Thanks to Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic. I am a Neogenics client. I am a Neogenics lover because they fixed my left wrist. And you can get a free consultation right now. Call 704-727-6551 or online at acetj.com/neogenics, Neogenics. Great food, great drinks, great service, and great atmosphere. You can find them all at one place. Fahrenheit on South Caldwell in Uptown Charlotte, 21 stories above the city. Get details and make reservations at acetj.com/Fahrenheit.
As a proven leader in managed IT services, CompuCom delivers innovative solutions designed for how you work today. They'll help you deliver results no matter where you are on your digital transformation journey. It's all at CompuCom. Go to CompuCom.com to find out more.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
When you need furniture for your house, it can be overwhelming if you don't know what you're doing. That's why the great team of designers they have at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture can help you throughout the process. Whether you're looking for a comfortable mattress, probably the most comfortable you've ever been on, bedroom furniture, living room furniture, it is all fantastic at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, and that family-owned and operated business can help you like no other. Go to acetj.com/mattress to check them out. acetj.com/mattress for Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Go check out the Ace and TJ family app. It's great. Listen to the show, watch the show, win prizes with Ace TJ Prime rewards. Find it at acetj.com/app if you haven't already. Please. So there's somebody on TikTok that said, I got the trick for you. I got the plug. How you get free stuff. People love something free, especially Tech D Rob, who also happens to use, well, you don't really use a lot of food apps, do you?
I don't use like DoorDash in them, but I do use the ones for specific restaurants.
Yeah, right.
For pickup.
Yeah, for pickup at the actual location. But there are some people that are revealing how to get deeply discounted food on any of the apps. What they do is they create a ton of different Gmail addresses, and when they place an order or start an order, it says share your referral code with a friend for 10% off or whatever. So they start sharing these referral codes to email addresses that they've already established. And they go, create like 10 of them and eventually start canceling orders and bank up the discount codes for one order so you can get like 70% off on your order. But then that immediately stops working after you use it for the first time. So then the next time they're ready to go order, they have to go and then create 10 more Gmail addresses, which it takes a couple of minutes to do each one of them. You got to type in your name, a different phone number, and add a different credit card. And they will catch on to you. And if you try to place the same order from the same credit card, they'll decline it. So you have to go and then purchase Visa gift cards. Oh my God. So that you have a different card number all the time. But they said it works. You can get 50% off or 30% off depending on how you do it. You rarely get free food, but deeply discounted. And they're calling it a life hack. And a lot of people are saying, if you put this much work into just trying to get something for free into something positive, you could change the world.
Yeah.
But they're playing by the rules. They're not doing anything illegal. So is it wrong? Is it morally reprehensible?
Yeah, it's wrong.
Why?
Because you're not sharing with a friend, you're sharing with yourself. So you understand that the goal is for you to share with someone else.
Right.
You're not sharing with someone else, you're just giving it back to yourself.
Yeah. And if it's not wrong, they could just tell the people, hey, I'm creating false email addresses. So I'm trying to save money with your store. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have to respect these big corporations.
Yes.
We do.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just asking the questions.
Well, unless we're into the full Marxist transition of America that's on deck right now. We're still not there. So yeah, we have to have the same type of respect for a huge corporation and their money like we would a mom and pop store and theirs.
These corporations don't care about you. They don't care about you. You're not a person. You're just a number. Somebody just wrote that on Facebook.
I think it's more or less something you can just sit and reevaluate your life. If that's what you're putting so much emphasis on, is so you can con somebody out of a discount on your food delivery order, then you're pretty much a loser to begin with, and probably don't have the mental capacity to be able to figure out that you're a loser. You know how the most ignorant don't know, they're not smart enough to know when to shut up? That's the way this is. I mean, if you're that big of a loser, you're sitting around doing this, then you just weren't raised right and there's no help for you. So
carry on.
Yeah,
Carry on.
Do whatever.
It's a radio show, it's a podcast, and it's a TV show. Watch the Ace and TJ show anytime. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube. More of the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show is coming up.